Hi Harry, nice to see you this evening. Just want to go over a few points that we discussed during today's lesson. Got a really good swing building up there. Again, with a few little tweaks, we can make it much better and much more consistent. So I just want to go over the points. The first one that we discussed was the early release of that golf club, giving you a flicking action at impact, causing you to add a little bit more loft to the club. So the 7-iron, really when you hit it, it's probably more like an 8-iron or a 9-iron. And then when you get a little bit of rotation into that, it then closes that club face down and causes you to hit the ball left. So we'll just have a quick look through that swing, just to give you an idea exactly what I'm talking about. As we're coming into that golf ball, you can see as you've released the club, and now your club head is taken over those hands. So we draw a little line down there, and another line down there to show you exactly where that shaft is at the moment, just after impact. If we take it back a little bit further, again, draw another little line, just to show you, once again, where your shaft is, and a little bit further back. And you see now we're almost in the straight line. Okay, so I'll show you an example of that with Luke Donald now. As he's coming into that golf ball, you see at this position, similar to yourself, where his left arm and his club is still behind him in that position. As we take him a little bit further, again, left arm and club still behind him. Comes into impact, club head is still behind his hands, and as he's coming through, the club head is now almost catching up, but doesn't really take over his hands until he's halfway into that follow-through position. So what this is doing, by his hands leading that club head, is allowing the club to come down into the back of that golf ball. So he's striking down on the golf ball, he's not trying to lift it, but also it's allowing his right hand to rotate over the top of his left naturally to square that club face off, whereas you're getting the flicking action which brings the club in square, and then the rotation shuts it down. So that's where you're going to get one or two of your shots going to the left hand side rather than going straight down your target line. So if you can get this right correctly, what you'll get is you'll get a better strike to the golf ball, you'll get a more penetrating ball flight, you'll keep the loft of that golf club as it should be, so you'll find that your 7-iron should start to fly a little bit farther as well. So you'll see much better or much increased distance there, and a lot more control in the shot. The other area that we discussed was the amount of rotation of your hips. If you just increase that slightly, what that will do is it will clear your left side a little bit better, allow your hands and your body to work in sequence much better, give you a bit more room to swing that club through the impact area. Once again, the more rotation will increase club head speed and body speed, and you will hit the ball a little bit further as well. So we gave you a couple of drills to work on. First one was to working on the release to keep your hands in front. So really starting off slow and short. So we asked you to do a few chip shots, keeping your hands in front. Then work into a pitch shot, keeping your hands in front. Then working into more of a full swing, but trying to play a low punch shot. So that's keeping the loft off the club. The way to keep the loft off the club is to keep your hands in front of that club head. The other one was to fill a pillowcase with some towels and use it as an impact bag. And again, what you're looking for there is a nice solid hit into that bag without any consequences or any movement of your hands forward. It's got to be a nice solid hit. So if you want to do a bit of research on that hip rotation, you want to look at some tour pros on YouTube or something like that, just keep watching the hips and how much they rotate through the golf ball, Again, that'll just give you a better indication of how much turning and rotation of your body goes on during that golf swing. So if you've got any problems with anything that we've discussed, just come and see me up at the golf club anytime. But on the other hand, good luck with it all, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.